Vanner, Melodin, e bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Dragon Age Origins. Nós estamos em Orzammar, estamos a explorar a cidade de Orzammar para tentar recrutar o apoio dos anões. Eu não sei exatamente aquilo que tenho que fazer, ou melhor, aparentemente vou ter que apoiar um dos reis. Eu não sei se posso ir para ali. O Vartag é apoiante de quem? Ok, primeiro vamos aqui. Ui.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Ok.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace. Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Quest completed. Ok, vamos falar então com o Steward, ou melhor, com o Assembly Steward Bandalore e ver o que é que podemos fazer para recrutar o apoio dos anões, que obviamente irá passar, inevitavelmente, por colocar um rei no trono.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the assembly of the clans. Only dashers and occasional guests of state are allowed in. Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great. But you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne. I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Verender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Muito bem. Já não me lembro. Então, desapareceu. Exatamente quem é que é a melhor escolha, se é que existe alguma, mas eu penso que vou tentar aliar-me ou ver se coloco o filho do rei, do antigo rei, no trono, independentemente de ser ou não a melhor escolha.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring? Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now. You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper. That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Balin cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be. Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence? Which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude. Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harriman gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes. That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your tree. Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Harriman's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion. I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it? Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at Tapster's in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
Não há problema. Não há problema. Isto parece meio suspeito. Mas pelo que percebi, o Lord Balin é assim... E o Dulin? Vamos falar com o Dulin já agora.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harriman, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help. That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harriman cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties. You're asking the King of Orzammar to send armies to the surface, but Orzammar has no king and we have no army. Right now, the men who should be fighting Darkspawn are brawling in the street. If this situation is not resolved, we face civil war. If you want Lord Harriman's time now, you'll have to prove you have no intention of turning against him later. If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harriman's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harriman's best fighters into stepping down. The proving is a contest of the best warriors in Orzammar. By fighting, they show who has the ancestors' favor. If you were to enter the proving as Lord Harriman's champion, it would prove your loyalty beyond a doubt. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harriman would have no fear of meeting with you then. Then I'm afraid your only choice is to wait until there's a winner. Lord Harriman cannot risk his life working with someone of unproven loyalties. If you change your mind, let me know. The proving is this afternoon, and Lord Harriman could certainly use you on his side.
Na minha última passagem... Peraí, Dulin... Por este jogo... Primeiro vamos ali a...
Legion of the Dead Warriors
Pelos!
secretly wear Prince Balin's colors.
A minha última passagem por este jogo... Olha a Lady disse. Eu era um anão.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about. I am. And what business would you have with me? An interesting accusation. But to cheat me, wouldn't Harriman and I need to be in business? That's ridiculous. Harriman would never make so obvious a mistake. What evidence do you have? Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it. I cannot. Not for weeks. He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Does that mean you'll go? So Balin's victory means enough for you to risk your life. How interesting.
Sure, why not? A primeira vez que eu joguei este jogo era um Dwarven Commoner e o Balin casou com a minha irmã. Ou com a irmã da minha personagem. Foi hilariante, não é? Porque obviamente que eu ajudei o Balin a subir ao trono. E não o Lord Aramont. Acho eu. Royal State, Zidar and Zidar. Ok, o que é que foi isto? Ok. E eu acho que desta vez vou ajudar outra vez o mesmo gajo. What? Okay.
As you say.
Ok. Isto é fixe. Oh, esperem aí, é brincadeira. Chega. Fireballers! Kill them all! Oops!
Defend yourself!
I'm trying!
Excellent.
What's going on? By the ancestors.
Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Aparentemente sim. Eu nem sei por onde é que vou, mas...
It will be done.
Ah! Coisas para apanhar. Ora, Glass Phylactery.
It will be done.
Many of King Adrian's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is a naturally cold, dark shapes swirl around the slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. Let's fight! Acho que Mana Clash não faz nada.
As you say.
Moral weakness. Mana Drain. Not miss. Espera aí, ora... Win, tu tens uma skill de nome... Algures... Tens, não tens? Cleansing Area. Skills... Pois não tens. Cleansing Area you don't have. Ora... Eu tenho. Não é isto. Mas o Alistair tem. Cleanse Area. Alistair?
I never liked this part. Make a...
What are you doing, man? Oops.
It will be done as you wish.
You forced our hand.
You will pay for that!
Whoa!
You can.
Whoa! That's awesome.
Quick.
That's awesome. Yellow ball.
Be.
Watch it! I will not falter!
Yes. Heavy plate armor. Olhem para mim. Yeah, that's great. Oh meu Deus, eu sou um fantasma. Isto é The Throne Room. Deixa-me gravar, não vão achar que eu estou a invadir. This is the throne of Orzammar. Ok, então vamos ir pela porta da frente. Não, ninguém achou estranho eu estar a andar por aqui. Acho que é tudo. Por ali é que eu não posso ir. I am a ghost.
As you say.
Vamos começar a commons, as common areas. Porque é lá.
Legion of the Dead Warriors secretly wear Prince Balin's colors. Lord Harold is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Balin is the voice of...
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Desculpem. Quem és tu, Loylinar?
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Bronca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the Deep Roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled. She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the Deep Roads and abandoned him. It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the Deep Roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching. Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her. If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
No, I won't. Algum! Algum! Where are you, Algum? Come here. I'll have words with you.
I trust Vala, my note-writing friend.
Ora... Slums thug. Huh.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his
Este deve ser o Figor.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia
Who you
incurs
looking
when
at?
providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Ah, ok. Vocês vão e eu também. Let's go kill some thugs. Rugar.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
Is there a problem here, friend? Are these men threatening you?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen. Whoa, whoa! All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Goodbye! Jovem, tens aqui tipo nut para mim? You? Figure.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin. I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Está bem, está bem. Então toma lá isto. E isto. E isto. Vou deixar com isso tudo. Gloves. Agora vender tudo que não quero. Que acho que é só isto. Ok, jovem, eu acredito em ti, Figure imports. Vamos sair daqui, vamos voltar aos commons. Gostava de conseguir entrar numa certa taverna. Mas não sei se vou conseguir. Mas suposto a taverna deixar-me entrar. Ah, afinal dá! Ora aqui, isto aqui. Brother. Ah, tenho que falar com o Brother Burgle. Antes.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper. Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
No? Eu só quero experiência. Vamos entrar na taberna. Quem é o Wardell? Ok, não interessa. Ok, interessa. Quem é o Wardell? Ah, ok, Wardell.
I tried Dwarven Ale once. I thought it was just something they tricked surfers into drinking, as a joke.
Ok.
I trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapsters. I'm Cora, your hostess. How may I serve you? Aye? Maybe I can help. He should be by the trash barrel. Easy to spot. Everyone gives him a wide berth.
Ok, obrigado. Ok, primeiro falemos com o Wardell.
What are you looking at, stranger? I could be. What business is it of yours? What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it? Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Ah, peraí, tá ali um gajo de nome Nevin.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew? Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself? Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka... something like that. Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live. I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs. Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones. Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Branka, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after. Lord Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Branka. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge. Watch yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle.
Nervous adventurer!
What? Get away! You'll change like the rest! Monsters hidden in all my friends! There's things older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen, and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass! Take them! I want out! I won't disappear chasing a lie! I won't!
Vil Maiden, ok. Ora, aqui está o Ogren, mas eu não vou falar já com ele.
Open to everyone. Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden? Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing, drinking my life away at Tapsters. Or did they leave off at greatest shame to ever fall upon the Assembly? I've always liked that one. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent dishers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the Assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the casts are even necessary. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the bottom are servants. The casteless and criminals are below even that. Your caste is determined by that of your same-sex parent. And that's where you stay your whole life, whatever your skill. Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And they'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day. Otherwise, my whole house will be humiliated. Doesn't make a difference anyway, one's as bad as the next.
Ok. Lord Dois. Muito bem. Ora, eu vou terminar aqui o episódio. No próximo vamos falar aqui com o Ogren. E ver o que é que o Ogren quer e quais são os seus problemas, embora nós já sabemos que ele é o marido da Branca, o atual Paragon de Orzammar. E fico tão engraçado assim. Ai, Lord. O atual Paragon de Orzammar. Vamos ver o que é que conseguimos, talvez a ajuda dele, ver se conseguimos sair da cidade. Bem, isso é algo para o próximo episódio. Espero que se tenham divertido, espero que se estejam a divertir. Continuem seguros que os casos de Covid não param de aumentar na semana que eu estou a gravar isto e quero que toda a gente esteja segura. E claro, espero contar com vocês no próximo episódio.